What's up, guys? It's Tom, back for another updates video. It's been a while since my last one, I think about a month or so. This is my last update video, at least. This is another hip-hop video, so I do have the biggest stack of that to get through, other than anything else, so let's just get into it. I'm not going to waste any time here. First up, we got an album by the Cunnilinguists. This came out last year, 2014. Strange Journey Volume 3. These kind of were always, I kind of thought of them more as like a mixtape format rather than albums, but this one does have a lot of features in it. Just the inside, sorry. So yeah, features, Del, Funky Homo Sapien, Zumbi of Zion I, Tunji, Murs and Greaves, Blue and Psalm 1, Toby, Substantial, and R.A. Scion, A$AP Rocky and Sadistic, and it goes on and on. Master Ace is on here, J Live, Tone Deaf. This one is the version that does have it has a bonus track, has 18. I think the regular version only has 17 tracks. This one has a bonus track named Walk Alone, the No Mix, produced by the Snow Goons, actually. So, really dope album, though. I'm my favorite of 2014, so definitely check out that video if you haven't seen it yet. And I am trying to incorporate maybe one or two albums for my list every video, every update, because they are kind of farther in the, my pile of stuff, and I don't want to have it be like May before I actually end up getting to them. So that's one for this week. Cunnilinguists, definitely one to check out. This is on vinyl as well, but it's really, really hard to find. Usually available only on tour, if you can catch them on tour. I think it's the only place you can get it now. I think they did have it online, but only as a package deal and stuff, so I missed out on that. Alright, so getting into the vinyls. We got, let's say vinyls, vinyl, whatever. Tired, don't give a fuck. Cheers, by the way. Drinking coffee. And it's freezing in here, that's why I'm wearing a fucking hat, so. First up, we got Criminal, Scientific, rapper out of Boston, Scientific. Unfortunately, he did pass away. I think he was actually killed. He didn't pass. He was shot in a double homicide, which I think is still unsolved to this day. So, rest in peace to him. But yeah, his first album from 1994, originally really, really dope. A bunch of production on here from definitely some heavy hitters. You got Ed O.G., Diamond D, Scientific himself, Buck Wild, RZA, Joe Mansfield all have production on here, so label. But definitely one of my favorite albums out of Boston. That's definitely a kind of thug style rap, kind of hardcore hip hop, but really, really good stuff. He does have another album as well, which I think was released after he passed away. I'm pretty sure that was like unreleased recordings, but definitely one to check out. Scientific, Criminal. Alright, after that we got Bahamadia, Collage. This is from 1996. If you're not familiar with Bahamadia, she is a rapper out of Philly. Really, really, I know people kind of aren't huge fans of her voice. They say it's kind of monotone, and it is, but it's really smooth. You kind of think of someone like Guru or someone like that, has a really monotone voice, but still a really dope and amazing flow. Yeah, like I said, her voice is really silky smooth. Just really amazing wordplay in this whole album. Like I said, this is the first album, and probably her best in my opinion. Let me show the, real quick. It is on the Chrysalis label, so nothing too crazy on the label there, but it does come with an insert, I believe. And she's actually been putting out albums right up until, I think either last year's put out an album or the year before, but still doing it. Really cool insert. Lyrics on the back. Is it lyrics? Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought there was lyrics. Oh yeah, there's lyrics on here. Okay. So there's credits and then lyrics on the back. So really dope though. Definitely worth picking up if you can find it. I know there's a version of this without the picture cover as well, just black promo. But I don't think it's a clean version. I think it's still the same thing. But definitely, you know, if you're not a big fan of female rappers, I know people say that they're not a fan of female rappers. I just see her as a, you know, I hate using that term because if you're good, you're good, no matter what. No matter white, black, brown, you know, female, male, whatever. But yeah, definitely want to check out Bahamadia Collage, 1996. Oh, by the way, this was produced by, we forgot to mention that, and that's one thing I wanted to touch on. There was, okay, so let me just run through this real quick. Yeah, production from DJ Premier, Guru, The Beat Miners, a bunch of stuff by DJ Premier, actually produced a bunch of tracks, Ski, Beat Miners again, The Roots, and it's basically it. So as you could tell from that production lineup, definitely some great production on this album. Definitely one not to be overlooked. Don't sleep on this fucking album because it's good. Alright, moving on. Hold on, I got it. Sorry about that, I gotta move some stuff around. Alright, next up we got a compilation album from one of the best producers in the world, basically a lot of people's eyes, including mine. DJ Premier, New York Reality Check 101. This came out in 1997. Like I said, it is a compilation. So we got the people on here. You got J Live, Brainwash, J Live with the track Bragging Rights, really known track from J Live. Brainwash, Laster, featuring NOG with the track Off Balance, pretty well known track. G-Dep, Natural Elements, Company Flow, Shades of Brooklyn, El the Head Toucha, Street Smarts, Residue, Godfather Don, Brainsick Mob, Axe Gills, Chel Claire, Finsta Bundy, and Special Ed. So great lineup. This one is a little bit beat up. It's got shit and tear in the back here, but still, for the price I got it for, I wasn't going to complain. It is like a triple gatefold thing, folds out like this, kind of a pain in the ass, but hopefully you can see that. And the back is one continuous kind of street shot. You know what, I'll show the back. Fuck it, since I already took it out. But yeah, like I said, definitely an album to check out for sure. Either on CD or if you end up finding the wax for a good price. Definitely one I recommend. Put that away later, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Alright, next up, a rapper out of Florida. A dude named Dutch Massive. Excuse me, the album is called Junk Planet. This was released in 2004, I believe, but the material's from 97 to 2002. If you don't know who Dutch Massive is, he's, like I said, a rapper from Florida, Tampa area. He was in the group Equilibrium, along with Self-Titled, Magic Most, I forget who else, a couple other people as well. Self-Titled, Magic Most, DJ Cramtronics, and I believe there was someone else, which I can't remember now, unfortunately. But anyway, definitely great album. Definitely worth checking out. Kind of like conscious jazzy hip hop. Like I said, from the mid 90s, kind of to the early 2000s, that kind of time. But features Self-Titled. Okay, so Self-Titled, Apathy, Magic Most, C-Ray Walls, Louis Logic are on a track. You got basically the Addams Family, Wind and Breeze, Alaska, Cryptic One Vast Air, and Magic Most on the track. And Pac FM's a feature. But the production's really good on here. It's kind of my favorite part. Production from Self-Titled and cuts by J.J. Brown, J. Rawls, with cuts by Cramtronics, a Benefit does a track, a D-Ski does a couple tracks, Dutch Massive himself does production, J.J. Brown produces a track, INT, someone I'm not too familiar with, but I have seen that name before somewhere. So that's it, but really, Great lineup. The whole thing is executively produced by Self-Titled and Dutch Massive. Kind of crazy. He was only, I think, in like the 10th grade when he was in the group Equilibrium, and they came out with their first couple 12 inches in like the late 90s, 97, 98. So definitely pretty cool because he wasn't bad, you know. Back then, he wasn't a bad rapper. So yeah, Dutch Massive, Jug Planet, in 2000. Really nice jazzy hip hop. All right, moving on. We got a classic album here, considered a classic by many people, including myself. This is just an upgrade for me. I did have this, but this is a an original on from the UK, I think, a European original. So it is on double vinyl and comes on picture sleeves. You know, Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders has always been one of my favorite albums from them. I know people always like to go back and forth between this one and Low End Theory. This one always kind of wins out for me by just a little bit more, even though they're both amazing, amazing classic albums. But for some reason, I just tend to gravitate to this one a little bit more, for whatever reason. But yeah, I'm not going to speak on that. You guys should all know this album, so if you don't, definitely one that's a mandatory to go and listen to if you're into hip hop at all, or just curious about hip hop. Definitely one to check out. Next up, another one from the same group. This is a Love Movement, Tribe Called Quest, from 1998. I believe this one came out in Gatefold. This is a 3 LP set. I'm not going to take it out, but it does have bonus tracks in here, including the Scenario Remix, Moneymaker, Hot Sex, Oh My God, Jazz, a re-recording of Jazz, and 1-2 Shit with Busta Rhymes. So I personally think that some of the bonus tracks are better than some of the tracks on the actual album, but it's worth getting just for that. I think there's actually a separate EP with just the bonus tracks, but since I needed this one anyway, I didn't have it on vinyl. I had to pick it up. So their last album, unfortunately, together as a group, but it is what it is, you know. Greatness can't last forever, unfortunately. And last here, the last Tribe Called Quest album for this this video. Beats, Rhymes, and Life from 1996. Another classic album, really well known. I love the first track, Phony Rapper, is really, really cool. But great tracks on here, Motivators, Stressed Out, Pressure, Once Again. Once Again was a single, I believe. So, once again, you guys should know this Once Again, but I will show the label, because it is pretty cool. Classic Tribe colors there. And African colors, I believe red, green. So yeah, once again, I'm not going to talk about that too much because you guys should all know that one. So here's my copy of that. This next one here, I've been looking for a while, a couple of years now, for this album. Happy to finally get it. This is Lord VI with Free Cheese, and the B-side is Not Tonight. It's on Six Borough Entertainment, which is a small label, only put out like 3 or 4 releases, this being the second one, I believe. But yeah, really, really dope hip-hop. Pretty hard to find, you know, unfortunately. So I was able to get it for a decent price because it's got some markers you can see on the label, but who gives a fuck, you know. Really dope. Produced by Fanatic. He was actually a member of the Busy Boys, so if you're not familiar with Fanatic, goes by a couple different names, but member of the Busy Boys, so definitely worth checking out though. I'll leave annotations in the video for you guys to check it out. Like I said, the other record on this label was Omniscience, or Omniscience as he went by back then. Definitely worth checking out as well. So if you see anything on this label, Six Borough Entertainment, like I said, only a couple releases, but both really good. think there's a third one as well. Someone called Cherry or Sherry, and that was actually hip hop as well, but I'm not familiar with it. Next up here, we got a group from New York called the No-Do Network. This one was from 1997. Just a classic hip hop group. Not too much to say about this. Kind of a big conglomerate of rappers and producers, but most of their stuff is really good. Yeah, not too much to say about this. Like I said, just really good hip hop from New York. So, 97. If you see any of their releases, pick them up. And they're usually pretty cheap too. So, all right, just got last couple here. Not trying to make these videos too long, so. Alright, this is 321. The track is called Rock the Rough Raps. 321 is kind of an unknown dude. He affiliated with the UMCs out of Haz G and Kool Kim. It was actually produced by Kool Kim. He was featured on one of their tracks with a group called the El Demonic Clique, which actually is UMCs are in it, and along with him, a couple other people, I guess, featured on one of the UMC's albums. So, but yeah, like I said, this is kind of not too much info about this, just kind of a one-off single by 321, but really dope. Has the same feel kind of as UMC's second album, which was completely different than their first one, completely different than Fruit of Nature, but still pretty dope, I thought, in my opinion. It wasn't as bad as people make it out to be, so I don't know. Definitely worth checking out though. Rapper named 321, track is Rock the Rough Raps. Got this for a decent price, so I had to pick it up. And lastly here, we got an album that I've been after for a while now. One of my favorite producers of all time, basically. Really well-known New York producer and MC. Still doing his thing to this day. Lord Finesse. Return of the Funky Man. What to say about this album, man? One of my favorite albums of all time. Amazing production and rhyming. Cover is kind of beat up on this. This is the first pressing or whatever. It's the US promo release there from 92. I believe this came out in. But yeah, man, this on Giant Records, amazing. Production basically all in-house, done by DITC, Showbiz, Lord Finesse himself, Diamond D. I believe the only track that wasn't produced by any of them was Stop Sweating the Next Man, which was produced by Aladdin and SLJ. But that was co-produced by Lord Finesse anyway, so he always does his thing in terms of production. But amazing album. I can't speak highly enough about this one. Every track on here is good, starting with Return of the Funky Man all the way to Party Over Here. All amazing albums, tracks. Yeah, like I said, the cover is a bit beat up, but the vinyl is in really decent shape, and considering the price that I got it for, can't really complain. So that's gonna be it. Don't want to make the videos too long. I'll be back whenever with the next update. I'm not sure if it's gonna be hip hop or maybe some jazz. I do have some jazz stuff piling up, but waiting on a few more things there. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Big shout out to my man Joby, by the way. I definitely appreciate you checking out my videos, and keep doing your thing with your music. It's definitely really dope. So you're already good, but you can only get better. So can't wait for the show though. I think we're going to see on the 15th. This fucking group called not Run the Jewels, Aesop Rock and Rob Sonic. Their fucking group. Holy shit, my mind's going blank now. Hail Mary Malon. That's it. Supposed to be going to see them on the 15th, so hopefully that'll happen. The last two times that Aesop Rock came around, show was canceled because of snow bullshit, and of course he always seems to come around in the winter for some reason, but it is what it is. So Alright guys, I won't keep you anymore. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.